like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Alert! Hey, exit. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Hey, check it. I know he ain't got it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Thomas the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Wait, 53, Mike. I got it. Let's go on. No, 66. Check it. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Alabama. Alert!
Throwing again. Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Let's go on. No, 66. Smooth. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53. Hey, check it.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Mike. All day, baby, all day. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Sugar!
From just shy of midfield, Brady. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. 23 yards the pickup there.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know, one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Wait, set. Ready? Ozzy. Ozzy. Hey, wahoo. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Go, Mike 51. Ozzy.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. To the right side and complete to Thomas. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Hey, check it. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go, here we go. 51's to Mike. 51's to Mike. Wow, Bill.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. Hey, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, keep it up.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill. Point it right.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They go with Chubb on second down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Mayfield now. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Dontrell Hilliard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now this throw caught left side. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 24. Check 24. Go Bandit.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
50. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Check 53's Mike. There's a party now. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. 50.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jannard Avery, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Go Bandit! Slam! 53 Linda! Hey, Haywood! 53. 53, Mike. Get that quarterback!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. He was looking for Edelman there. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A run for Nick Chubb. John Simon in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Okay, just like that.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Hilliard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Oh, some strong running. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Set, 180. Nice 50, nice 50. Go. Check out read.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Check 52.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Dontrell Hilliard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Michel. And some space here. The 40. He's at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the carry, it's Chubb. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
53, check. let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
72. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Y'all not ready. Check, 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 check. Rip.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Ozzy. Out. Shadow.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Got a man. It's a side end, Lance Kendricks. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. First down, here's White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. Jannard Avery in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
They do go for it. It's Brady looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's going to be caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Tom Brady touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead will shrink to 6. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it? Able to dump it over the top to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Radley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown. Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. 1st down, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris as the first half is winding down, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Oh, here we go. Oh, jacket, reload. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 53, Linda. Check 13.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Come on now, let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Chubb finding room at the 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Derek Rivers. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Good. 180. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 6 guys.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check it, reload. Check hot route. Hot alert.
On play action, now Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle.
At the 48-yard line.
Wait,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 36, 36. 25. Alpha. Check 25. Hey, 66. Bravo. 72.
Brady looking deep for Demarius. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Demarius Thomas, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, orbit.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Come off the ball.
Shotgun now for Brady. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jannard Avery. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
53's Mike. 53. Check 53.
Regular.
Here we go on fourth down now with Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Go, Mike. 20. Run. Hey, let's go. Watch out.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set. 180.
Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
It's been a long day for you. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
To throw is Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
7.
53. Check 53.
Hey, second.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Shit. Watch the shit. X3. 218. Chopper. Alert. Let's go up. No,
from midfield, here's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Joe Schobert in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. 380, head. Quarterback. Shoot.
Mike 53. 53. Mike.
Go on. No, 66.
All day defense.
Sugar.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. The point after try for Gostkowski. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Derek Rivers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Brady gives this to White. Muscles him off. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Brady gives to Michel. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Big stop, G. Big
They'll run on 1st down. White. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, 72. Hey, Alabama. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go bandit.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Pass incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Hey, come on, now. 450.
From the gun, it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Cover! King!
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Mayfield. They shakes it off. And no, it's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots are back within a score. Gostkowski for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Mayfield now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They go play action here on first down. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Check three, switch.
Now Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now after the holding call, here's second and 20.
Regular.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield with it once more. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 41, Brady over the middle, Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On first down, Michelle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Wait, that. Down 80. Down 80.
53. Mike, 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Browns' 26-yard line.
Wait, that. Wide 80.
53. Mike. Push him back. Push him back.
A give. This is Michelle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check. 53.
72.
Check. 53 is mine. So we got man. Watch the eyes.
Shadow.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Back. He's mine.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come get some. Come on here.
They run. Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Seibert's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you, son. Hey, check it. Check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. Sugar. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Tight dog. Alert. Mike 42. Let's go. Hey, Mike. Hey, Alabama.
Brady to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Hey, dude. 40. Mike's 42. Hey, 66. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, switch gears. Mike's 4-2.
Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Hey, set. 53. Mike. Goal 50. Hey, goal 66. Hey, wahoo. 3 for Mike. 53 is the mic. You ain't got nothing. Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took it.